Welcome to this explainer breaking down a genuinely fascinating FIFA World Cup 2026 Group D matchup, the USA versus Australia. If you love the strategic chess match side of the beautiful game, well, you're in the exact right place. We are looking at a true clash of philosophies on the grandest stage in international football. Here's our agenda for today. We've got an unlikely tactical contradiction, the USA's high-pressing identity, Australia's deep defensive block, the wide area battleground, and finally, who actually looks stronger. Section 1. An unlikely tactical contradiction. So we're starting with a pretty stark contradiction in play styles here. On one side, you've got the USA's high-flying, aggressive attacking talent, and colliding right into that is Australia's incredibly stubborn, low-block resistance. It's literally the classic unstoppable force meeting the immovable object. In modern football, you honestly rarely see such a pure, polarized matchup of tactical intentions. This really brilliantly illustrates the contrasting blueprints laid out by the men on the touchline. You can see how Mauricio Pochettino has completely hardwired the USA to use a high press, focusing on this dual threat of central combinations and sweeping width. Conversely, Tony Popovich has drilled Australia into a deep defensive block, actively relying on counterattacks. They are completely opposite frameworks, setting the stage for an absolute strategic chess match.
Section 2. USA, high-pressing identity.
Okay, to really understand the USA, we have to understand their engine. Pochettino's aggressive high press is specifically designed to suffocate the opposition before they can even comfortably establish possession. They want to create absolute chaos near the opponent's goal and capitalize on turnovers instantly. Under Pochettino, they roll out a 4-2-3-1 formation to execute this. But this shape isn't just about defensive solidity, right? It's a launch pad. They heavily utilize their fullbacks pushing high up the pitch to stretch the defense while simultaneously running quick, sharp central combinations. And all of this coordinated movement has one major target: feeding Folarin Balogun's intelligent movements inside the penalty box. Essentially, if the wide players stretch the defense, Balogun is going to find those gaps right in the center.
Section 3. Australia, deep defensive block.
Now, Tony Popovich counters this with just immense discipline. Instead of fighting for the ball high up the pitch, Australia intentionally drops into a deep defensive block. By packing the penalty area, they completely deny space to attackers. They're basically telling the USA, look, we will concede possession, but you get absolutely zero breathing room in the final third.
Their blueprint relies on three main pillars: a low possession approach, a highly compact midfield, and the threat of lethal counterattacks. Popovich's men are perfectly comfortable not having the ball. They absorb the pressure, stay rigorously organized in that compact midfield to cut off passing lanes, and they just wait. They wait for the USA to overcommit, and then, boom, they launch rapid, punishing counterattacks. It's a game of ultimate patience.
Section 4. The wide area battleground.
So this matchup is really going to be won or lost based on how width is managed. The primary battleground pits the USA's absolute reliance on wide fullback attacks directly against Australia's incredibly disciplined central compactness. Because Australia is going to pack the middle so tightly to deny those central combinations we talked about, the USA will be forced out to the wings. The big question becomes, can the American fullbacks deliver real quality from out wide, or will Australia's center backs just head away cross after cross all day long?
Section 5. Who actually looks stronger?
Looking at the data and the tactical setups, my analysis is that the USA actually looks stronger here. And here's the step-by-step roadmap of exactly how they're going to do it. First, they'll use their central midfielders to draw Australia's already compact midfield even further centrally. Second, this manipulation exploits the newly created space out in the wide areas. Third, Pochettino will use those highly active fullbacks to completely bypass the Australian compact structure. And finally, they deliver the ball into the penalty box. It is literally a systematic dismantling of the low block. Ultimately, you have to look at the overall talent pool. The USA simply possesses superior attacking quality, particularly in those absolutely crucial wide areas. Their specific ability to stretch the pitch out wide gives them the decisive structural edge required to break down that stubborn Australian resistance over the course of a 90-minute match. Australia is going to make it very, very difficult, for sure, but the American width provides the necessary skeleton key. If you found this tactical explainer valuable, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our next big match breakdown. We are constantly diving into these fascinating clashes of tactical styles, translating all the X's and O's into clear, visual takeaways. And before we go, I really want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the pinned comment below. Considering everything we just discussed about utilizing the wings and finishing in the box, which USA player do you think will be the ultimate key to breaking down Australia's low block? Is it a fullback, a winger, or the striker himself? Let me know, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next explainer.